deserved 3 points there, I think.
Yeah, it was a huge game. You know, we said beforehand all week that we felt, you know, we're getting goals from different areas, and we felt we get opportunities. But you know, Waterford play a very good system. They overload midfield with the diamond, and you know, in the first half they were controlling the game. Matt McNulty made a very good save, but at the same time, every time we did get forward, we looked like we were going to score. Sadler had a shot, well saved by the keeper. Obviously Barry McNamee hit the post, and you know, Graham had a great chance, you know, 6 yards out. So it was a type of game where we looked like we'd score, but still at the same time we weren't in control of the game because Waterford had played so well. So you know, to go in at half time and score just before half time was pleasing, because it steadied us down, because certainly our first half performance wasn't good. For some reason we didn't control the ball well, we didn't pass the ball well, and it looked like a bit of nervousness as a team, which is unusual. But certainly going to half time we were able to regroup and get things right for the second half. And obviously Graham got a fantastic goal, great cross, great goal, and then he did it brilliantly to knock down for Kieran Sadler to get the third goal. And it was that type of game where we actually could have scored 2 or 3 more goals, but at the same time that would have been unfair on Waterford, because definitely in the first half they were definitely a better team.
Clark Shepherd had a big influence when you sprung him from the bench.
Yeah, and it's, you know, the weather's changed. It's you know, you're training every day, and the weather, it's very, very warm, which is great, but at the same time it's dehydrating, and you know, some of the lads tired quite a bit, and you need the guys coming off the bench to make the impact. And all the guys, you know, particularly Carl Shepherd did fantastic, desperately unlucky not to score himself. And but still, you know, even Stephen Beattie coming in, and Joshua Hanlon, you know, you need those guys to make sure they can hit the ground running, because the way we play and the energy that the lads need, we need guys to do that. But overall, you know, 5,000 people, bank holiday weekend, 3-0 against one of your closest rivals, you know, fantastic result for the team.
Was Conor McCormack's substitution with an eye on Monday, or was he after picking up a knock at that stage?
No, Conor has had a knock, and he's been out of the country for the last 2 days as well, so he only flew in late last night. So we had to look at the situation. We just felt he tired, and he's suspended for Monday as well. Anyway, so you know, from that point of view, it was a situation where we just felt the week was catching up with him. But you know, other than that, you know, everyone came through the game okay, and we're in tomorrow, we're in Sunday, and we'll assess things then for Monday.
Is it fair to say it's a 2-horse race now, John?
Well, I think, you know, with all the changes we had, and I think with the new personnel coming in, I think a lot of people thought maybe that this year it might be just a 1-horse race, you know. And you know, I felt from early on it was important for us to start the season well, because with the investment, and you know, a lot of clubs have 20 players, 22, you know, obviously other clubs have 26 players, so that means when you're playing 3 games a week it takes its toll. So from our point of view, as I keep saying, and you've heard me say this before, it's important to get the break and that we stay in there. And that's what I said, because my fear was that with so many changes, if we dropped off and dropped too many points, you couldn't recover. So it's important for us. Massive game Monday, that's a game in hand, and incredibly we could go back and top after Monday if we can play to form. But at the same time, you know, it's 3 games to break. Monday's the next biggest one, and you know, they keep saying we need to stay there, because certainly the winner of the league is going to come from the 2 teams, because no matter who makes a run at this stage, you know, they need probably some of the top teams to probably lose 3, 4, 5 games, and that won't happen.
Conor's the first guy, I think, for yellow cards. Is he to be suspended up to now? It was the red card guys.
Well, Conor's got 5 yellow cards after 20 matches. You know, as I keep saying, in the modern game when you can't tackle really, it's a great achievement that no one, you know, has got 5 yellow cards, but Conor has. The next to him is on 3, and you know, there's a few on 2, so it just shows you that our discipline, our tackling, and the way we play has been superb. So it's just unfortunate, but you know, we knew since last week that he was going to miss Monday's game, and you know, we prepare for that tomorrow.
Sean, he was in the stand, but the spread of goals is very good, isn't it? Sadly, or Cummins,
yeah,
Buckley.
Absolutely, and you know, we're looking at it. We've done an awful lot of work on that, and we need that this year. As I said, we have, you know, Graham was getting a goal every 2 games. Sadly, or to be fair, he was getting a goal every 2 games, albeit he scored from free kicks, corner kicks, and he's certainly taken a few spotters as well, but he's got a few from open play also. So, but you need that spread. You know, Gary's got a number of goals over the last month. Jimmy, And you know, even you look, probably Barry McNamee could chip in with a few. He was unlucky. He was unlucky with the shot. Certainly, Shep was disappointed he didn't finish when he was through in the 1v1. But the thing is, we're getting chances, we're creating chances, and we are getting goals from different areas, and we need that, and we need that for to continue. So, but we've worked hard on that. But the main, you know, the other side to that is, again, is, you know, we had another clean sheet, and Bardo and the Mark had to save early in the game. I think when you look at the strength of Waterford have, and the two guys they have up front, and they're scoring lots and lots of goals, you know, to restrict them to really only one chance in the game, I think is a good testament to the way the team played.
Garrod, will he come back into the frame?
Garrod, he'll be back in, and he's doing light training. You know, we'll have to see Sunday where he's at, because we also play Saturday as well. So he had an injury. We told you back before now. He had a bit of a setback, so we just have to be careful. But at the same time, we'd hope he's available for Monday. We'll have to wait and see.
You said Carl was disappointed not to score. Was he disappointed not to start? Like, is it tough to keep everyone happy when you're having to, you know, only pick 11 players?
Well, I suppose you'd have to ask the lads then. I'm sure he was disappointed. You know, any player, I would assume in our club, would be no different than myself. If you're not playing, when I played, you would have been disappointed. So I'm sure he was. But at the same time, you know, it's a team game. The tremendous spirit and attitude amongst the guys. Great tight group, all pushing each other, and at the same time, you know, they have, you know, if they don't start, they just have to get over and make sure that when they do come on, they're ready to hit the ground running, which he did, or if they're starting the next day, that they're ready to go. So, so I'm sure Carr was disappointed, but still, if you look at his performances last week, and Pats was really good. You know, the game here against Bray was really good, and came on tonight and did very well. So that's just the way it is, and. You know, I keep saying the management's job is to pick the right team for the games, and that's what we do. We don't show any. We just want to make sure we have a loyalty to our supporters and make sure that we go out and try and win matches, and that's what we try to do.